Hello, so I've just got back from my grade 4 exam. I thought it went quite well. Got there about half an hour early. I had my father-in-law drive me there. They did a dummy run up there last week and it didn't go well. So busy. I hate city driving. It was because we went to the Liverpool one. So I got my father-in-law to drop me off there. We got there about half an hour early, 40 minutes early. Arrived at the venue and I've gone in and the woman's checked me in and she said, "Oh, we'll let you know when the practice room is ready." So this is about 25 to 12. So I go and sit in the waiting room, and then it gets to about 12 o'clock, 5 past 12, 10 past 12. My exam's at quarter past, and I've still not gone in. So I'm stressing. Like, am I even going to get a chance to warm up before my exam? So I go up and ask like, if I'm going to get a chance to practice before my exam. She said, "Oh, I didn't realise there was no one in there." So I literally had about 5 minutes to warm up. I had a quick run through my pieces, quick run of scales, and then the bell went off and I went in. Thought it went well. Started off, well, there was two examiners in there this time. They said one of them, there was a man, and then there was a woman training. Anyway, I went in, handed me slip in. The scales went alright. There was a couple of slips, and I started on the. Well, there's only really one slip, really. It was she asked for an F sharp minor scale, left hand or right hand. It was one of them, and I started on the wrong note, but I corrected it halfway through, and then she said, "Oh, would you like to do that again?" I did again, played it perfectly. So I don't know if that's going to affect my mark. I don't know if that's going to... The fact that she's asked me to do it again and I've played it fine, I don't know if that's me having a little slip's going to affect my mark too much. But overall, the scales went pretty well. And I went on to my pieces. They went alright. There was no major hiccups. Billy's song was the one I was worried about, because there's some awkward chords in there, especially in the first part. But I feel like I gave a good performance. And then the sight reading, as I suspected, was easier than what I'd practiced. Not overly easy. But it was easier than some of the sight reading tests I've done in the specimen test book. The only thing was, so I played it perfectly. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly, it wasn't perfect, but I played it fluently. I didn't stop. I was confident my rhythms and all my notes were correct. It was quite a staccato in the left hand, and the last note in the right hand was a minim, and I played it staccato. And I even said to the examiner after I finished, I was like, "Oh, should have played that last note, should have held that last note down." But apart from that, I'm really happy with how the sight reading went. It was the one thing that I was dreading, and then it all seemed to fall apart with the oral. So I stood up behind the piano, and we started off with the repeated echoes. So where they'll play a piece on the piano, and then you have to sing it back, sing the melody back. And I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it's me imagining things, but the rhythm, the piece to me felt longer than the any of the practice things we've done in lesson, any of the oral tests we've done in lesson. The rhythm felt more complicated. So I've sung it back, and then she said, "Do you wanna have a go at it again?" And I said, "Yeah," because I felt like the rhythm was wrong. So I did it again, but I don't think I've done well on that. And then we went on to the sight singing, which went surprisingly well, I think. She only played, so she played the starting note, and then I nailed it. It went C E B C, and she played the E in it, and I knew I was in tune with it. And then I'd played everything perfectly, well, sang everything perfectly. It sounded in tune to me. And then we went on to the character. She'll play a piece, and then she's going to ask me about tonality. There was something else, tonality. And she asked, I knew it was in a major key, you could tell. And she asked about the character of the piece. I felt like I did alright on that, but I don't think I got the time signature right. She asked me, is it two time, 3 time, or 4 time? I said 2 time, but I think, looking back, I think it was 4 time, because the melody was longer. It felt like quite a lyrical piece, so I'm kicking myself at that. And then what else was there? I think that was it on the oral. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else. No, but yeah, I feel like I've done okay. I think my sight reading, the way I've performed on my sight reading, I think that's going to compensate for how badly I think I've done on the oral. I'm hoping for another distinction, but to be honest, I'll be happy with a high merit, judging on how it went. I don't know how lenient they are on slip-ups on scales. I don't know how lenient they are on the oral, but we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to be adding up. I remember last year when I had my grade 3 exam, I was constantly like, because I've got a book at home with all the criteria for the exam marking stuff, and I was like adding up, like marking myself as harshly as I think I can be. So, but I'm hoping for my results to be in by Monday morning. I'm in work at 5 o'clock Monday morning, but I know I'll have a look, see if they're up Sunday night before I go bed. So I'm hoping for a distinction, but we'll see how we get on. And I'll keep you updated. Cheers. Bye bye.